Right, good morning, everybody. I hope you're really well on this. Well, it's currently quite sunny actually here in Scarborough, where I live. But we've had a bit of rain and things like that this morning. So yeah, I think summer's definitely over, isn't it? Which is a shame. So yeah, today I'm going to be sharing with you the 7 reasons why your cost per lead when running Facebook ads is far too high and how you can fix that fast. So if you're running Facebook ads, whether you're generating leads or just trying to get engagement, creating sales, customers, clients, any result you're trying to achieve using Facebook ads, I'll show you how to maximize that result while minimizing costs. Now, of course, that is an essential thing that any business needs to do, no matter how big or small your business is. The lower your costs can be, the higher return and profit you get, and then you can help more and more people. But yeah, it's especially important, current times when there's cost of living crisis and things like that. But yeah, it's important any time of the year. So yeah, so we're gonna dive into that. So my screen moves. There we go. So what we're going to talk about. So first of all, I'm going to be sharing everything that's making your cost per lead, cost per result from ads far too high. Once you know what those reasons are, then you can learn how to fix it as fast as possible. So once we go over that, we'll talk about how you can actually fix it as fast as possible. So ultimately, you can get more for less from your ads, more clients, more sales, more leads, more profit from your ads. So not only can you and your business grow, you can help more and more people and have a greater impact on the world, which is what we at Impactful Marketing are all about. We're here to help experts in different businesses to increase their impact on the world. The more people that they can help and change the lives of, the better. Which is great for everybody in the world. So it's a great thing to be able to help people to achieve that. I'm also going to be sharing my golden rules of Facebook ads that we use to run all of our clients' ads. That allows us to generate thousands of leads each and every week cost effectively. And then that allows the clients to nurture those leads and sell to them and generate large returns, allowing them to then put that money back into further ads and keep going like that. So yeah, I'm going to deep dive into literally all the rules that I've created over the last 5 years running ads for clients. And then finally, we'll do a Q&A. So feel free to post questions as we go along, and I'll get to them if I can. But if not, we'll definitely cover any other questions at the end. So Leon's asked, would it work with affiliate products? Yeah, absolutely. Anything you're doing and anything you're running ads to, this will help. So no matter what your end goal is, so if it's to get sales as an affiliate, then yes, this will help you absolutely get you the most out of your ad spend. So first of all, let's talk about what you really want to be achieving when it comes to Facebook ads. And this is very much the same for pretty much any marketing, not just specifically Facebook ads, and any paid traffic as well. But of course, Facebook ads is our expertise. So the focus is on that. So first of all, you want to get quantity. So getting large numbers of traffic, of leads, customers, and clients. There's no use running ads if you're not getting a large amount of results. Getting trickles 1, 2, or 3, you can get that organically for next to no cost, only your time. You really want to be achieving large numbers. So you want to be getting tens, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of leads and driving tens of thousands of people to your offer, to your sales page, to your webinar, event, challenge, your affiliate product and page, anything that you want to drive people to. Now, secondly, you also want to get quality. So whilst you want to get large numbers of people to whatever you're promoting, you need to ensure you have quality as well. So what I mean by that are people who are engaged with you, your brand, your business, and are most likely to then take the next steps for you, whether it's making an investment or signing up for a webinar or something like that. So there's no use in having large numbers of leads if the quality isn't there. You're better off having less leads of a higher quality. But ultimately, if you can get both quantity and quality, then it's all win-win. And today I'll show you how you can get that. And then finally, you need to be able to get all of that cost effectively, so as cheaply as possible. So then you can maximize the return by minimizing your costs. So the thing about these three amazing things that we all want to be able to achieve is it's easy to get one or two of them. So it's easy to get quality a quality amount of lead. Sorry, a large quality of lead cost effectively, but it's difficult to get them in large numbers. So again, you can only get two of them. Some people struggle and maybe get one of those, so they get large numbers, but the quality is not there, and it's costing them far too much. So it is difficult to get all of these simultaneously, but it's not impossible. We do it for clients all the time. So right now, ads are running, my team are managing, and we're generating large numbers of leads, high quality, cost effectively for our clients right now. And I'll show you how you can do that for yourself as well. So let's dive in. So what is stopping you from getting cost effective leads, getting cost effective results, sales, customers, clients from your ads? So reason number one, you're not using Facebook lead forms. So Facebook lead forms, you may or may not already know what these are. Effectively, they're basically a way of having a landing page on Facebook itself. So you can run ads directly to a Facebook lead form instead of an external web page, landing page. And there are many advantages to doing this. And ultimately, all those advantages, so it's a lot easier for people to use, and people prefer it in many cases. Therefore, more people sign up and take actions with you, allowing you to then, of course, get more results for a lower cost. And there are also other factors to consider. So it is very much a replacement for a landing page, but landing pages are arguably more detailed. Sorry, Nick, I'm just reading your question. So why, what happens? Sorry, this is reason. Sorry, Nick, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Can you just clarify, and I'll be able to answer. So yeah, so ultimately what you want to be doing is when running any pretty much most kind of ads, you need to be using Facebook lead forms instead of landing pages. It's so much easier for people, for your leads, your target audience to take action and give you their details. That means you get more for your ad spend, and in many cases you can even double the results you're getting at the same kind of budget and spend that you're normally looking at spending. So that is the first reason, the first thing I recommend that you should be doing. And whilst I'll be going over a total of 7 different reasons, you may find that only 1 or 2 applies to you, but also it may well be all 7. So if you were to do all 7 of these things that I'm going to be recommending, then you'll be able to maximize your results and minimize your costs overall. But even just making this one change from landing pages to a Facebook lead form, you will dramatically get more results for lower cost. It's been a huge change. Something over a year ago, we were hardly doing any of these, but we've been doing more and more of these for our clients, allowing us to get more and more leads for them at lower cost, which is what we're here to use ultimately, and that's what we're here to achieve for them. So how do you fix this fast? So if you're not using Facebook lead forms right now, how do you fix that problem? Well, simple, you start using them. So it's really easy to start using them. You can literally set one up in less than 5 minutes. So if you want to, what you need to do is go to your ads manager and you want to find, I think it's called Lead Center or Facebook Leads Form, something like that. And you can create a very simple form, put in some information, and you can start running your ads to them, capturing people's information within less than a day, very easily, depending on how long Facebook takes to review your ads and your lead form and things like that. So that is the first one. So the solution is really simple. Just start doing Facebook lead forms, and instead of landing pages. Now, all that said, there's a bit of a disclaimer to talk about first. So whilst Facebook lead forms are absolutely amazing, they've transformed the results we're getting for our clients, and I know so many other businesses who run ads for themselves just getting amazing results using Facebook lead forms. They're not always usable in every situation. So they're great for capturing leads, but if you're looking at driving people to a direct sales page and order form, you are not able to do that. You're not able to take money using Facebook lead forms. However, Facebook has a solution for that, which are called instant experiences, that allow you to effectively use a Facebook lead to have a sales page hosted on Facebook. So you're able to get all the benefits of Facebook lead forms and also create sales as well. So yeah, anything where you're looking at taking payment upfront or a deposit, so paid events, webinars, challenges, a sales page, order forms, it could be a one-off product, a subscription, mentorship, literally anything where you're asking people to submit payment details, you can't use them. But for anything where you're doing ads for something free lead magnet, so a guide, a video series, free webinars, events, challenges, just general lead capture, and like free consultation, strategy calls, anything like that, Facebook lead forms are absolutely amazing. So that is the first thing. Like if you're running ads right now and you're not happy with the results you're getting, if you make that one change, you will get vastly more results for less cost, pretty much overnight, within 24, 48 hours of your new ads and lead forms going live. So reason two that your cost per lead is higher than you'd like, you're not countering the iOS changes. So I'm not going to be getting technical on this today, but basically around this time last year, there were some widespread changes made on the iOS platform, which is what all Apple devices, Apple phones, etc. use. That basically meant that any kind of digital marketing, especially paid ads, were more difficult, and therefore more expensive. So since then, many advertisers of paid ads, not just Facebook, but YouTube, Google, TikTok, LinkedIn, all the other paid ad platforms, they've been struggling to get good results at a lower at the usual cost. If anything, their costs were increasing, their results were getting lower. So this is a very big reason why your results are struggling today as well, because you're not countering those changes. You haven't done anything differently since then. But if you haven't been doing anything differently, you're not been countering, that's simply because you don't know how. And I know many people were confused by these changes, they weren't prepared. And to be fair, they gave me a few sleepless nights at the time. We were concerned how it would impact our ability to get maximum results for our clients. But we were able to overcome them very easily and counter them. So if anything, the results we're getting for clients are at the very least equal to a year ago, if not better in some cases. So how do you counter the iOS changes? So how do you fix this problem as fast as possible? So firstly, you want to use Facebook lead forms, which we've obviously already just mentioned. But another benefit of Facebook lead forms is it allows you to track results really accurately. So one of the reasons the iOS changes were so damaging is it disrupted the advertiser's ability to get accurate results. And if you don't know what results you're getting from your ad spend, you can't make decisions to maximize your results, lower your costs. So you're completely blind, and you cannot possibly do anything effectively with your business if you're blind to the results of the investment you're making in marketing and pretty much any other area of business. So by using Facebook lead forms, because it's hosted internally on Facebook, that counters that, so you can see the results completely accurately. So you can make decisions. You can see what ads are getting you the results, which ones are not, and therefore which ones to turn off and which ones to spend more on. So that is the first thing to do. However, if you're not able to use Facebook lead forms, so if you're just using standard landing pages, so it could be a website, and I think yeah, Billy, you asked what a landing page is. So basically, a landing page is just another word for like a web page. Usually landing pages are like a mini website. So it's literally one web page that has one direction people can take. A standard website has multiple different pages and different options, different ways that people can give information and sign up for different things. A landing page is simply a condensed version where there's only one action that they can take. So that's what a landing page is. It's a very simple micro web page. And yeah, if you can't use Facebook lead forms and you have to use landing pages because you're looking at doing a sales and taking payment information, so you can't use Facebook lead forms, then iOS, the damage that iOS has caused has meant that you cannot accurately see the results from those landing pages, and then you actually are running to landing pages. However, they can investing in a third-party tracking software that allows you to, it basically undoes the damage of iOS, so you can actually see the results accurately. Therefore, you can optimize your ads, maximize the results, minimize the cost. So that is those are the best ways of countering iOS, because the main damage of iOS is it made you blind to the results that you're getting, so you just couldn't maximize your ads and optimize your results. It made that very, very impossible. But using Facebook lead forms and or investing in third-party tracking software, you can do that. Now, of course, it's a shame that you have to invest in third-party tracking software, that there is of course a cost associated, but that clarity, the information, the data that it gives you pays for itself, because without seeing the data accurately, you are easily losing a load of money running ads that are not getting any results. If you can see what ads are getting any results, which ones are not, you can make changes and optimize. So it pays for itself, but it is a shame. But ultimately, with any area, any technology, there's going to be changes, and I know many businesses and advertisers suffered from the iOS changes, but ultimately they were designed to make things make things as good as possible for consumers, and we are all, of course, consumers ourselves. So, you know, in the long term, it's just one of those things. We just have to deal with it and counter it. And yeah, if you take those steps outlined there, then you can easily counter that. So reason 3, you're not targeting precisely enough. So one of the great things about running paid ads versus running marketing organically is you can precisely target people who sees your adverts, therefore allowing you to maximize your results. Great question, Danny. How the best third-party tracker software? So the one that we use is called AnyTrack, and I think it's about £70 a month for a single advertiser. But as I say, it literally pays for itself many times over. The most well-known third-party tracking software is called Hyros. It's advertised very heavily. It was seen as like the original third-party tracking software provider. However, it's extremely expensive, and we found that AnyTrack is much cheaper, but actually does the same job. So that's what we recommend. Triple Whale's excellent too. I can't say I've heard of Triple Whale, but yeah, if that's doing the same job, then yeah, awesome. You definitely use that. There's many options out there, especially since the iOS changes. So yeah, reason 3, the reason you're not getting your cost per lead is too expensive is because you're running ads to people who are just not interested. And the sad truth is the majority of people on Facebook or in the world are not going to be interested in your business and what you have to say and offer right now. It's sad but true. You need to be able to run your ads to your ideal target audience. Therefore, you're not just throwing money advertising to people not interested. So you need to be, of course, targeting really precisely. And how you do that, so Facebook ads has many different options of how you can do that. So first of all, you need to fully utilize all of those options and configurations. So if you're running Facebook ads right now, you'll know that there's a section, a part of Ads Manager called Ad Sets. And that is basically another word for audiences. This is where you create different audiences that you can run ads to. So what you need to do is fully utilize all of those different options. So there's a number of different options that you can utilize. The main one is demographics and interests. So obviously you need to make sure that you're running ads to people in a certain demographic location that you want to target to. It's very rare that you want to run your ads to the entire world or even the entire country. Again, it depends on what you're running and what you're looking to promote. But yeah, usually you want like a certain area of a country or the entire country. And then what you can do is expand upon that by targeting people with different interests and people who have different activities. So Facebook monitors all of the users' activities, allowing us advertisers to target the right kind of people with our ads. So for example, if you wanted to run ads on property investing, Facebook has information on people who are interested in property investing. They're either investors right now and they're landlords right now, or they have an interest. Another great example is they could be interested in a particular property investing strategy, such as buy to let. So you could literally target people who are interested in that. Therefore, you know immediately that you're going to get better results because you're advertising to people who are more likely to be interested. There's many other configurations that you can use. You can create custom audiences, which is where you could upload your email list and run ads to people in your email list. You can target people who like your page or follow you or engage with you. So these are all people who already know you, they're warm to you, therefore they're more likely to react better to the ads than if you were to do it to colder people. And what you can also do is do something called lookalike lists. Now, lookalike lists are effectively, they expand upon a current audience. So if you had like 1,000 customers, they are your ideal audience. Facebook will then expand that and run a lookalike list, allowing you to target 10,000 people who are very similar to your current customers. Therefore, you already know immediately that you're going to be getting better results because Facebook, it has analyzed your current customers and have created this audience of people that are very similar in terms of demographics, interests, activities. So these are all the different ways that you can fully utilize and ensure that you're not just burning money on ads targeting to people that are just never going to be interested. And that is nothing personal. That's just the way that business is. I'm sure that each and every one of you have an amazing business. You will have products and services that are absolutely amazing. But if you're advertising them to the wrong person, then you're just not going to get sales, customers, and clients. It's nothing to do with your product or service being bad. It's just because you're targeting to the wrong audience. Now, in addition to that, what you can also do is further enhance the people that look at your ads by writing copy for your ads that attracts your ideal audience and also repels the wrong audience. So, and we'll cover this further in the golden rules. But basically, in your copy, you literally want to be stating this offer, this webinar, this guide, whatever you're promoting, this is for X people. So, for example, if we were running ads for ourselves, we want to help people who are struggling with Facebook ads. They want to get better results. So our ads may literally say, this webinar, this guide is for you if you're sick and tired of paying far too much for your ads and cost per lead, etc. But then what you also want to do is further enhance that by also listing who the ad and who your offer is not for. So people who don't use Facebook ads right now are not going to be interested in what we're running. We cannot possibly help them. So we would literally put in the ad, this isn't for you if you're not currently running ads or have no intention of running ads for your business. So therefore, people immediately know whether it's for them or not. If it isn't, they will close the ad down. They'll keep going about their business, and they won't submit information. They won't take up your ad spend, whilst people who are suitable will. So I'm sure you can see how this will ensure that you are just getting the most out of your ad spend, because chances are, if you've ever run ads, you're running ads right now, you're paying to run ads to people that are just never going to buy from you, even if it is the most amazing offer that would change their lives. If it's not suitable to them and where they are right now, they're just not going to be interested. They're not going to take the action. So you're just wasting your money. So that is, yeah, how to ensure that you fix the issue of advertising to the wrong kind of people. Reason 4, you are relying far too much on the Facebook algorithm. So if you've ever run ads before, or you've heard about them, you'll know that the whole premise behind the Facebook ad platform and system is they have an artificial intelligence that runs in the background that, in theory, allows Facebook to help you out by ensuring that the ads get you the best possible results by running to the best kind of people, running the best kind of ads, etc. Now, and it's quite a controversial area in terms of ads. There are certain advertisers who say you need to entirely rely on the algorithm and the artificial intelligence. You just turn your ads on and leave them for days, weeks, months, regardless of how much you're spending, the results you're getting. Trust that Facebook will get the best results for you. However, and I do know, and it's completely fair to say that some businesses, some advertisers do that and get great results. However, over the last 5 years of running Facebook ads, what I found is relying on the algorithm solely to get you the best kind of results is just a fast way of burning your money for no results. You might as well just throw your money in the out the window into the wind, because you're not able to control the overall outcome. Now, that's not saying that the Facebook algorithm cannot help you, and there are advantages. What you cannot be doing is solely relying on it. So as I said, literally turning your ads on today, coming back in a week and expecting that Facebook would have done best by you and your business. That's just not the case. It may have been a few years ago, but as technology changes and the world changes, things like automated AI and algorithms are just not as effective anymore. So how do you solve this issue? How do you overcome it as fast as possible? Simply put, you need to micromanage your ads more. You need to not turn your ads on today and leave them for a week, 2 weeks, and come back in a check and expect amazing results for low cost. You need to be constantly vigilant, constantly checking your ads. Depending on how much you're spending, you need to be checking it daily, even hourly, which may well seem extreme, but if you know that doing that allows you to make changes and optimize your ads so that you get more results and lower your costs, then it's well worth doing. And for the ads that we run for our clients, literally spending easily thousands, several thousand a day per client, this is the approach we have to take in order to ensure we get the best results for the clients at the lowest cost. So what me and my team are doing literally on an hourly basis, if not even more often in some cases, is we're going in and looking at those results, how much has been spent today, what ads have got the best results, which ones haven't, and then making changes. So turning bad ads off, putting more budget on those that are doing well. Same with the audiences, same with the ad visuals, ad copy. So it's very much a micromanage approach and strategy. I'm sure you can see the difference in, it's one thing leaving your ads on for a week and leaving Facebook to do what they say they would do, and literally checking your ads hourly. But we've generally found it is the best way to get the best results, which is why we do it for our clients. of course, that's what we're here to do for our clients. So we're bound to do what we found best. If this wasn't the way that we get the best results, we simply wouldn't be doing it. It is very intensive. Like if we have a dozen campaigns running for clients, we're constantly having to check them. It consumes a large amount of our time and resource, but it's worth it for the client and therefore worth it for us. But equally, yeah, if you're running 5, 10, 15 pounds a day on ads, you could probably do with checking daily every 2 days and making changes. But if you're spending hundreds, thousands a day, like we are for our clients and for ourselves, then you need to do this because you cannot rely on the algorithms anymore. There isn't a magic solution that means you maximize your results. Now, don't get me wrong, leaving it in the hands of the Facebook algorithms will get you some results, but if you can take a more micromanagement approach, you'll get more results at lower costs. Then why wouldn't you do that? It pays for itself so easily by just taking the time to manage your ads in a much better way than just simply leaving the Facebook algorithms. Take a quick drink. So reason 5 that your cost per lead, cost per result from Facebook ads is far too high. You're just not spending enough time on and in your ads. So this links strongly with what we just talked about, the micromanagement approach. So what I'm basically saying here is you need to spend more time on your ads and in your ads. So when it comes to spending time on your ads, that is literally creating them. So what many people do because they believe ads is going to just transform their business is they will very quickly create an ad and leave it running and just they don't spend much time on the identifying the audiences, creating copy, creating visuals and videos to ensure that they get great results. They just rush and put something up and just expect it to do well. What you need to be doing instead is taking time to really think about, okay, who is this ad for? And then ensuring that you create the audiences that are most suited. Equally, you need to be spending time thinking, right, what copy do I need to write? How do I need to write it? And I'll cover that further when we talk about the golden rules. But again, you need to think about your audience, your offer. You can't just rush and just put one line, oh, this is the most amazing offer you've ever seen. Click now to buy or to take the next step. Like people are not going to react to that. You need to think about the current pain points and things that your audience are struggling with. You need to attract their attention using the copy. And then you need to be really compelling. You need to give them value and nurture them in the ad itself. You can't just rush and create one ad. Same with your visuals as well. People will react differently to different visuals. So you need to create different visuals that will attract different people and get different results. You can't just create one audience, one ad with one piece of copy and one image and just expect great results. Like maybe 1 in 1,000 might do that and get great results, but the majority of the time, you're just going to be wasting your money. You need to take that extra care and time and attention to really make it as good as possible. And then you need to spend more time in your ads. So that's what I was talking about, the micromanagement approach, literally checking your ads as frequently as possible. So you know that you're not just throwing money and getting rubbish results. So yeah, you need to be spending far more time in and out of your in and on your ads in order to maximize your results. Yeah, as I've literally just said, you know, don't rush the creation of ads. Maximize all of the audience options, and then micromanage them. So you're just doing everything that you can because you're not relying on the algorithms. You're not just putting an ad out there. It's no longer the case that if you just put an ad out there, people will just get amazing results. That might have been the case 5, 10 years ago on a brand new platform, or when competition was less fierce. But because it's so easy to advertise now, competition is so fierce in any industry, on any platform, not just Facebook. You need to take that care and attention to ensure that you get the best possible results. So reason 6, you're not testing and optimizing your ads. So as I've just mentioned, you can't just create one ad and expect great results. You need to be spending a lot of care and attention, and you need to also be testing different ads, different audiences. You are not going to get great results by just doing one ad and running it. What you need to be doing is creating multiple versions of your ad with different ad copy, different ad visuals. And then you need to be running those ads to different audiences. And then you need to be measuring those results. So then you can identify, okay, what audience, which ad copy, which ad visual is going to be getting the best results, and then putting more money into them. That way you optimize and you ensure that you get the most results out of your money. So yeah, there's a very simple 3-step process of testing, measuring, optimizing. So you test some different ads, you measure the results, and you optimize by taking actions. You put more money on what is doing well, less money on what isn't doing well, if not turning them off entirely. And it's one thing to do this once or twice for your ads, but what you actually need to be doing is you never want to stop doing this 3-step process. And the reason why is even the best possible ad today, running for you today, will eventually decline and die out. It could be a week, it could be a month, it could be a year, but eventually your audience, the ad itself will just get saturated and you'll stop getting great results. So by testing constantly new ads and measuring the results and optimizing, you can ensure that you're getting the best possible results at all times. If you have a great ad running right now and you think, okay, you're just going to leave it running until it declines and then you'll test something else, that's too late, because you'll be stuck with a gap between that ad declining and testing and finding a new ad that will replace it. And you could then be losing money and potentially missing out on business opportunities, clients, customers for days and weeks. So you need to be constantly doing this process. Greg says, I like Claire's relationship building approach. This seems very hard to do. So do you mean that Facebook ads is very hard to do, Craig? Is that what you mean? And if that is the case, then yeah, absolutely. It's taken me 5 years of running ads to ensure that you get the best possible results. But once you get it working, once you follow all these steps, I've known businesses that have been able to scale and grow so literally double in size over a matter of months just by using paid ads. And that is because you're able to scale and control the outcome much more than if you were to do organic marketing. So organic marketing is great because it's free and it will get you so far in your business. But when you're looking to scale, you need to go beyond that. You're referring to all of this tracking. Yeah, so yeah, there are many moving parts, which is why I'm here today to help guide you towards that, so that when you run ads for the first time or your next ad campaign, you can get the best possible outcome. But yeah, it's definitely, as I'm sure each and every one of you are well aware, nothing in life is easy, and if it is, it's really worth having. And yeah, these ad strategies and these methods can absolutely transform your business if you do it right. But the fact is, it's not easy. You're not going to do it first time. So by doing this presentation today, I'm hoping to guide you in the right direction. So yeah, so reason 7, that your cost per lead is just far too high. You're making decisions and based upon opinions and speculation instead of data and facts. So, for example, you run an ad campaign, or you're thinking about running an ad campaign, and you're taking your own opinions into account before letting it run and testing and seeing what your audience thinks. So, in most cases, you yourself are not your target audience. So your opinion on what you think might work or not work is honestly irrelevant. What you need to be actually doing is running your ads to your target audience and seeing how they react. And it's their opinion, yeah, the results you're getting is what you need to listen to. That is the data you need to pay attention to. You can't just assume something is going to work or not work. You need to get opinion, data, and facts from your target audience. So if you run a new ad and it's doing great, then you know you made the right decision and you can scale that up. If it's not doing great, then that is your audience telling you something about the ad, the offer, that is not really hitting them and it is not helping them. So you can make changes accordingly. So yeah, don't make decisions based upon what you believe or what you assume is the case. Let your audience tell you. So yeah, how to fix that fast? Listen to your audience and your results. Don't listen to yourself and your friends unless you and your friends are your target audience. Now we all have opinions and we make assumptions based upon our own experiences, but you need to be very, you can't rely on that because we're not our own target audiences in most cases. So it's not going to help you. If anything, listening to yourself and your friends is going to do more harm than good. You need to let your audience tell you. And that's why it's also important to ensure that you're running ads to your target audience and not just running it to anybody or everybody. So those are the 7 reasons why you are not why you're spending far too much and getting far too little from your ads. So your cost per lead, cost per result is far too high. So if you identify with any, if not all of those 7 things and take those actions that I recommended, and you can fix that really fast, and you immediately, literally within a couple of days, start to see more results at less cost. So you're able to then get more business and create more opportunities, more revenue, more profit for less ad spend, allow you to grow your business and do more of what you love and ultimately have a greater impact on the world. So what I wanted to share with you now, I'm just going to check the time. So 11:45. So yeah, we've got plenty of time left. So yeah, so let's now dive into the golden rules that me and my team use each and every day, 365 days a year, to run ads to get the best results for our clients at the lowest cost, and how you can use those rules too. So the first set of rules are all around ad creation, creating your ads. So there's one of the many things that make Facebook ads so great is you have so many different options and configurations at your disposal. The problem with that is it can get confusing, and in reality, there's only a small amount of them that you want to be using and utilizing. The rest you can just ignore and turn them off. So let's have a dive in. So firstly, when it comes to creating any ads, you need to have multiple copy. So as I mentioned in the testing process, you can't just create one ad, one set of copy and expect for it to do well. Unless you're very lucky, you're not going to get great results first time. So you need to create and write multiple different copy for your ads. And as part of that, you want to create short and long copy. So you want multiple versions, some short, some long copy. And the reason for this is your audience may well be really well defined. You may know who they are, but then there's also micro audiences inside of that audience, some of whom prefer short adverts. They want to read a bit of information, and if they're interested, they'll click. Those people are more likely to take decisions quite fast and not think about it. But equally, other people in your audience are very detailed. They like to think about it. They want to learn a bit more before they even click your ad, never mind give you details, give you money. So you need to appeal to both by having different versions of copy, some short, some long, so that you're appealing to all and be able to identify what does best for your results. Likewise for your media. So every ad is a combination of ad copy and ad media, either videos or images. So what you want to be doing, the easiest by far is to create images. You can use it for free on Canva. And yeah, you can use templates and create images within minutes. So that's really good. But you want multiple versions of images that you can test, because your audience will react differently to different images. Could be different colors, could be different types of images. It could have people on it, or it could have cartoons. It could be a stock photo. It could have different wording on it. All of these different types of images react differently with your audience. You don't know right now which will do best, so you need to create and test multiple versions. Likewise for your videos, you want to be creating. Now, of course, videos are much harder to do, but yeah, if you have capability, I mean, you can use platforms like Animoto that's fairly cost effective and help you create videos, or if you can outsource it on Fiverr, or if you have an in-house team. There's many ways of doing it, but again, ultimately, you want different versions of video, some with different audio, different visuals in it, subtitles on, subtitles off, real people in it, and in cartoons. So different versions to see what does best for your results. And of course, as already mentioned, you also want multiple ad sets, multiple audiences, a combination of warm and cold audiences, with interests that are relevant to your target audience. So you can ensure that, yes, you're running ads to people most likely to be interested, but then you'll also find that different audiences will get you different results. So by testing different audiences, you can maximize and optimize your results accordingly. And then as an extension of the audiences, you want to be running lookalike audiences. So as I mentioned, that basically allows you to expand upon a customer list and target people that are very similar in terms of demographics and interests. Now, there's different options with when you create them. What I recommend you do is do a 1% lookalike. That is basically the smallest lookalike audience you can create, allowing it to be as precise and as relevant as possible to you. Any larger than 1%, 2, 3, 4, 5% lookalikes are much broader and therefore less likely to be interested in your ads. Therefore, you're just going to throw your money away running ads to those people. So rule 5 when creating ads is you want to have fixed equal budgets between each of your ads, each of your ad audiences, and you always want to start small. So when you're testing early on, you're not wasting too much money on things that don't do well. And then once you can see which ads are doing best, you can spend more on them and spend less on the others. And as well as already mentioned, invest in conversion tracking, third-party software, allowing you to see accurately the results you're getting, so you can make those decisions to optimize your ads to maximize your results. Without that, you're blind unless you use Facebook lead forms. And if you're blind, then you don't know what you're getting for your ad spend, and you just can't make a decision to optimize. So yeah, you need that. And then finally, a bit of housekeeping. The Ads Manager platform for first-time users and even those who have run ads for a long time, it can seem quite intimidating, quite confusing. So just really clearly label all of your ad campaigns, your ad audiences, and your ads themselves, so you can easily see, okay, this is that audience with that ad. So you know, and you can analyze the results easily, and then make the decisions that you need to make to get you the best possible results. Oh, sorry, there's another one there. So no expanded audiences. So this is a recent addition. This is an example of another option that Facebook has put in there that in theory will allow Facebook to get you better results. However, we found that it doesn't actually help you. So it's an option called expanded audiences. You want to ensure that you have that off. The reason for that is, even if it does get you better results, you don't know where from. So you can't build on that. You can't scale and optimize. So in the short term, you might think it might help you, but long term, it won't, quite frankly. So ad copy. So when it comes to creating your ad copy, there's a structure that you want to follow So we're going to now be talking about the rules and the structure and the different steps. So at the very start of your ad copy, you want to ask a question or make a statement that will attract your ideal audience and put the wrong kind of people off. So if I was to use my business as an example, so we want to attract businesses that are not happy with their Facebook ad results. So the ad might start with, if you're sick and tired of paying far too much for your ads and getting far too little results, then keep reading. So that is enticing people who are our ideal audience and repelling those who are not. So yeah, that's an example of yeah. Do you want to do both with your ad copy? You want to attract people and repel them. So you narrow down your audience further, so you ensure that you can help those people. Therefore, they're most likely to be interested and give you information, and then eventually buy from you. And that way, yeah, the quality of the lead and customer you're creating is so much higher. Then after making your statement or asking a question or two that attracts your audience, you now need to start talking about what your ad is about. So if it was a lead magnet guide, for example, you want to start listing the key benefits, the key learnings that your audience can get from downloading that lead magnet, that guide, or what they can learn if they sign up for your webinar or event or challenge. So what the benefits are. So usually 3 to 5 on average. This will allow your audience to really see the true benefit and value. And again, if they don't, then they'll go away and not take action. They won't waste your time and ad spend. And yeah, it just ensures that you're capturing the right kind of people, which is so critical. Yeah, you need the best kind of quality for your from your ads. Then you want to further build on the whole identifying and putting people off and attracting people by literally listing who your lead magnet or offer or webinar, etc., who it's for. So literally write a list of bullet points. This is for you if you make X amount of money, you've been in business X amount of years, you do this, you do that with your business, you have this many people. You want to achieve this in the next 6 months. You want to help more and more people. Whatever the result of your ad and what you're trying to help people with, make it really crystal clear. And then under that, have another list of people who it's not for. So this webinar is not for you if you're not self-employed, you don't have a business, or you're currently employed. This isn't for you if you are a startup or a freelance solopreneur, sole trader. Any criteria that allows you to further narrow and ensure you get the right kind of people through your ads. Yeah, the more the better. So yeah, you definitely need to be doing all of that. Then, so this is still on the ad copy, by the way. So as a quick recap, you've got a starting statement or question. You've got a number of points about the benefit, the value of what you're promoting. And then you've got a list of who that is for, who it's not for. And then you want to really sell yourself, your business, your expertise, and have a list of, who you are, who you've helped, how long you've been doing it, how long you've been in business, the results that you've been getting for clients. So for us, we might share some of the clients we work with. So we work with like the likes of Rob Moore and Progressive Success. We spend X number of thousands a day on ads, getting great results. We've been doing it for 5 years. All of that, we'll combine that into your ad copy, so people really see that you can really help them. Otherwise, they just don't know who you are. They may not trust you. So even if they are your ideal audience, they just they just don't know who you are. So you need to be open and be transparent about who you are and how you have helped people. Therefore, people can see how you can help them. And then you also need really clear expectations on what to expect when people click on your ad, sign up for your webinar or your guide, or make the purchase. Whatever action you want them to take from your ad, make it really clear, the dates involved, the timelines, everything that they can expect, so that they know what to expect and they're confidently making those next steps without being unsure whether you're just going to take their money and run, or you're going to take their information and sell it, or anything like that, which I'm sure none of you watching would be doing. But sadly, there are people out there who run fake businesses and scam and take people's money. So we just need to be really clear and open and try and just reassure people as much as possible what to expect next. Question from Nick: in the Facebook ads you do for property, you get about 150 characters. Oh, that's interesting, Nick. So there's different ad copy that you can create for your ads, but the main text block, I think, is 5,000 characters, not 150. So that may be like you have a headline and a description as well. So that is limited to a much smaller amount. But yeah, on your headline or description, you don't want all of this that I'm talking about. You just want a quick couple of words. The main text box that you have, Nick, should allow you literally thousands of characters, more than you'll ever need when following this structure and running ads. So yeah, definitely have a look and see. You may well be putting copy into the headline and not the main copy. So yeah, you definitely should not be limited to 150 characters for your entire ad. You definitely shouldn't be. So yeah, definitely check that. Ad management. So yeah, no problem, Nick. Yeah, definitely check that out. Yeah, you should be, as I say, you should be literally be able to have thousands of characters, hundreds of words in your ads to get the best results. And yeah, that's literally what we do all the time. So yeah, ad management. So this is where you are micromanaging your ads instead of relying on the algorithms. So you need to ensure that you do that when managing your ads to get the best results. As a part of that, you want to be turning your campaign on and off depending when your audience is awake and active, unless you're targeting your ads to the entire world or internationally. So again, this may seem a bit extreme to certain people. Oh, why do I have to turn my ads off and turn them back on each day? Like, that's going to take a bit of time. I mean, it literally takes seconds to click a button. But what it ensures happens is that you're not running ads overnight when your audience are asleep, or if they're not active, because you're giving Facebook a daily budget to spend, so they are going to spend that budget regardless of the results you're getting. So so that doesn't mean Facebook doesn't care, but you're basically programming to spend that money regardless. So what we suggest is, yeah, turn it off in the late hours before you go to bed, turn it on in the early hours, so you're not wasting your budget overnight when your audience will not be taking action. But of course, it depends on your audience. But that is what we strongly recommend. That's what we do for our clients. We turn them off around 10 p.m. And we literally turn them on at 2 a.m. So then a couple of hours later, the ads will start to deliver when their audiences are waking up, when they're going to be going on their phone, going on Facebook. So again, it's another thing to maximize results, minimize costs. So yeah, here's all the third-party tracking software that I mentioned is called AnyTrack. So that is about, I think £70 a month for a single advertiser, but it pays for itself. But there are plenty of alternatives out there, so feel free to do some research. Hyros is the most well-known, but it is also very expensive. And I think there was another attendee here who mentioned Triple Whale as a as another alternative. But yeah, have a play around. But yeah, AnyTrack's the one we've found is most cost effective and does the best possible job. Nick, is that for 2 a.m. on? Is that for UK customers, or would be 6 a.m. better? So yeah, so great question, Nick. So yeah, we turn them on at 2 a.m. for our UK clients and UK audiences, not because they are awake at 2 a.m., but because when you turn ads on, they do not instantly start running. What will happen is it will take a few hours before your ads even start to be shown and start to spend. So what we're doing is ensuring that we turn it on at 2 a.m. By 5, 6, 7 a.m. They're starting to run when our audiences are waking up. And can you schedule that? So I believe there is a function where you can do that, yes. However, we do this all manually because we don't like to rely on the automated functions of Facebook, because I think it was only happened once where there was an issue with the scheduling and it just didn't happen. So we literally manually do it. So it may seem a bit excessive, but you know, we're spending large amounts of money on our clients, so we want to get them the best results possible. So we take these time and resource intensive steps to get the best possible results. Williams asked, what numbers can you expect on a daily basis with organic ads on Facebook, and what would you change over from organic to paid? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Organic ads on Facebook. Do you mean organic and or paid ads? So organic is where you do it free. Ads is paid. So those are the two differences. But in terms of what numbers you can expect, it depends what you're promoting. Depends how much budget you're able to spend. And yeah, your cost per lead. So I cannot give you a definite answer. It literally varies by industry, by offer, by customer, by audience. Our average cost per lead for a client can vary between a couple of pounds to 10, 15, 20 pound, depending on the industry, depending on what they're promoting. Now, the problem with organic is you cannot, unlike ads, you can't control the kind of daily results you can expect, but it's free. So that's why it's a great place for early businesses to start out. Doing any kind of organic marketing is great because it's free. However, you just cannot control how many people are seeing your organic post, how many are signing up. So you cannot, you can't accurately predict. You can't determine. You might get 10 in one day and none for the rest of the week. So you cannot heavily rely on it. But it's a great place to start. But when you're looking to scale, yeah, you need to do it paid. And there's no, if someone was to tell you, okay, if you run these ads, you'll get X number of results at X number of costs. Sadly, they're lying to you. There's no guarantee. There's so many factors you need to consider. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't give you a definitive answer, William, on that. So yeah, so early on in your ad management, so when you're running a new campaign, you need to be testing different media, different copy, and different combinations, and then you'll need to optimize and focus on what generates the best results at the lowest costs. So what you'll find within the first few days is certain audiences, certain ads will do better than others. So then you can put more budget into them and turn off the other ones. But without doing those testing, without spending a bit of money to do those tests, you cannot possibly determine, accurately what's going to do best. You can't just assume that will happen. Great question, Danny. How many ad sets can you start with? So it depends on what you're doing. Depends on how much budget you've got to spend. If you're only able to spend 5, 10, 15, 20 a day, then probably one or two. But if you're spending hundreds, thousands a day, then you want as many ad sets as you can do, because the difference in your cost per result will be huge between each of them. So you need to be testing and ensuring that you can optimize. And then each day you want to be starting with low budgets and then review hourly. Yes, really, depending on what you're spending each day, and then increase and lower your budgets depending on the results you're getting per ad, per audience. Don't start ads in the middle of the day is another important thing. So when you're running ads, you're basically telling Facebook, right, this is how much I'm willing to spend up to today to run ads, and Facebook will aim to spend as much, if not all of that budget as possible by the end of the day, by midnight. So if you're going to start an ad in the middle of the day, then Facebook are going to think, well, hang on, we don't have 24 hours. We've got 12, maybe less hours to spend this budget. So we need to instantly catch up. We need to start spending money much faster than normal, regardless of the results that you're getting. So what you'll do if you start your ads in like midday, early afternoon, your ads will start spending very fast, and chances are you won't get results, many results in exchange. Facebook is just trying to catch up. So you don't want to be starting ads in the middle of the day. You want to start them in the morning. And if you want to start if you've got some new ideas or some new tests, then literally wait for the next day. Do it in a 24-hour cycle. It might be tempting to start some in the middle of the day, but I can assure you, you're just going to spend a lot of money with no guarantee that you'll get anything. You need to start at the very start of the day. And the ultimate, the key from all of this ad management is to ensure that you get sufficient data from testing your ads, but you don't want to be spending so much that you're gonna run out of money. You're gonna bankrupt your business. So the analogy that I like to use is it's like fishing in different ponds. You need to spend enough time to see if you can get a catch, get a fish. I'm not a fisherman myself. I don't know the terms for literally catching fish and everything involved, but you need to be. I imagine how it works. Well, I'm sure it is yeah. You need a balance between spending enough time trying a specific spot to give you enough data, whether it's worth staying there or moving on, but not so long that you literally waste your day or waste your fishing trip or waste your entire life. You need to test it long enough to get enough data, but not too long. And that's what you need to be doing with your ads. You need to spend enough to get data to make decisions to optimize, but not so much that you run out of money and get no results. And that is absolutely what you shouldn't be doing. William has asked about to release release a book. Would it be a good idea to buy ads to launch your book? So yeah, William, that is definitely that could well be an idea, and I say could because, and what I'm trying to get across today is, without doing it, it's impossible to say. It could be a massive hit. It could also not be. There's so many external moving factors that is no guarantee. So what I would suggest you do first, William, is ensure that there's an audience for your book in the first place, which I'm sure there is, otherwise you wouldn't be writing one and launching one. Certain clients of ours have books, and we run ads directly selling those books. And it can do really well. Like you could sell hundreds of copies a week physically and like an ebook Kindle version. What I will say is you're unlikely to make huge profits running ads to a book. The great thing about a book is it's a great way of getting people into your funnel that you can then sell large programs, services, and products to. But when you're having to spend money on ads, and then you've got the payment, you've got the cost of printing the book, dispatching it, like you will struggle to make a profit from the book using ads. But if you're using that book to get people into your pipeline, into your funnel, then absolutely, that's a great way. Now, that said, a great strategy that has worked well for some of our clients running ads is actually running an ad to a free chapter of your book. So if you pick the most popular chapter, and you can literally promote that chapter, and people, your ideal audience will download that for free, and it's giving them a sample of your book, a sample of what you have to offer, you and your business. So they're more likely to then trust you when you then try and sell them the whole book, or as you say there, William, to get them on your coaching program. So yeah, you can run ads either directly to the book if you're happy with making at least breaking even, potentially losing money on that, or do a free chapter using Facebook lead forms, and then get people in, and then you can say, well, thanks for downloading my free chapter. Here's how you can get hold of the book, and then when people download the book, you can then push them into your coaching program. You can get them on calls, you can do email sequences, etc. So that strategy works really well, William. So yeah, I definitely recommend doing that. Anthony, can you show 5, 6, and 7? So these must be the reasons. So yeah, we'll backtrack on. Actually, sorry, do you mean the rules? Do you mean the rules, Anthony, or the reasons? Yeah, if you can just clarify which parts you missed out, and yeah, we can definitely go. Yeah, we can definitely backtrack. You jumped from 4 to 8. Have I? Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah. Apologies, Nick. Yeah, yeah. Well spotted. Yeah, apologies. That's just us. Yeah, we've just missed out. We've just put 8 there. There isn't any rules missed out. We just accidentally labeled it 8 when it should be 6. So yeah, apologies for that. So there was a question about a video course. So Danny Howard, we have a video course for a smartphone. Is it likely to be a good way to sell the course? So yeah, anything that you have to offer, sell, promote, chances are Facebook ads will help you because your audiences are all on Facebook ads. But I cannot guarantee that it is. You need to test it, but I don't see why it wouldn't be. But equally, I don't know how successful it will be. So I don't want to make you a promise here and now. It's going to do amazing for you. Hopefully it will. And in most cases, Facebook ads are transformational for a business, but I wouldn't want to give you a definitive answer because the fact is there's no guarantee. So I hope that helps. So can we go back one slide? So was that this slide, Nick? The 1 to 5 of ad management? Yeah, great. Awesome. So yeah, sorry for the confusion. That other row should be labeled 6. So we're running out of time now, and I'll let you get on with your fun and family-filled weekends very soon. So before we do that, and before we do a final Q&A, I just want to offer a number of free spaces in the coming week. I think it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm going to be running some completely free 30-minute Facebook ad strategy calls. So these are designed for those of you who are running ads right now, or you're considering it. What we'll do is we'll do a deep dive on your specific business in your specific ads, and I'll give you some golden nuggets of information that will allow you to maximize your results from those ads. Now, the only conditions is that your business needs to have an annual revenue of at least 100,000 to benefit. The reason why is all of the strategies that we specialize in are only they only work for businesses that are at a certain level and have a certain ad spend. There's only so much we can help you and your business if you're only spending, say, £5 a day on ads. You can still get results over time, but it's going to be a very long-term strategy, which is why we suggest that we only do these calls if you have a revenue of at least 100,000. But yeah, there's limited slots. So if you're interested, if you head to www.impactfulmarketing.co.uk/SS, which stands for Saturday School, and yeah, that'll take you to my Calendly, and there's about 8 to 10 slots next week that you can book in on. And at the end of that call as well, we can explore how, if you're interested and open to it, how we can help you to get better results from your ads. We run we run coaching on ads, but we also run done for you, where everything that I've talked about today, we take it off your hands. We just do it all for you. So you just focus on getting the results. We do it all, and that is very popular with our clients, because as I say, getting these results, it takes a lot of time and resource, and we know the best way of doing it, and we have that resource in house. Me and my team will do it for you. So yeah, thank you so much for taking time to watch today. So I'm going to go through and pick up the last few questions, but if you've got any other questions as well, feel free to put in the chat box as I go through. And yeah, if you're interested in that strategy call, www.impactfulmarketing.co.uk/SS. And even if you don't qualify for that call, you can still go to www.impactfulmarketing.co.uk, and there's some free guides on there, free information on how to get the best out of your Facebook ads, completely free to download. And there's also contact us there and our socials. Completely transparent, as I'm sure you can tell. I'm really passionate about doing ads and getting great results for clients, and it comes down to wanting a great impact and to help the world. So I'm very open to helping people as much as possible. So feel free to connect directly on Facebook as well. If you want us to talk about ads, I'll do it all day long. I love and live for this kind of stuff. Sad as it may seem, it does allow us to get amazing results for our clients. And as I say, we work with some really big names in the expert industry: Rob Moore, Nick James, Susie Ashworth, etc. So yeah, right, let's have a quick cycle through the remaining questions that I've missed out. So Liam's asked, if I wanted to grow my private Facebook for my target audience over 3 months, could do this on a small budget. So yeah, so you can run ads directly to a Facebook page or a Facebook group. So you can definitely do that, Leon. And because people are not giving you specific details, that they're not going to an external page, then your cost per result to get a like or a follow on your page, on your group, will be a lot cheaper. So yes, you can do that on a small budget, Leon. Again, I wouldn't like to give you a specific cost per result on that. It could vary, but it is significantly cheaper. But there's nothing, you're not able to keep any of their data. You're just getting them as a like on their page and or follow on a group. So it's less tangible, but yeah, you definitely can do that, and that strategy can work well. Williams asked, what Facebook option is the best one for you to offer your free chapter on Facebook? So yeah, William, so you want to use Facebook lead form, and literally what you can do with that is people can give you their information. You can set it up so their information goes into your CRM, and then you can automatically send them a link, an email, even a text with your link to that chapter. So you can host it. There's many hosting websites out there that allow you to host documents. You can put it on your website. You can even put it in a Dropbox and link them like that. Yeah, that is by far the best strategy I'd recommend for your book chapter, William. Nick's asked, how will £20 a day get on? So yeah, Nick, £20 a day is a perfectly adequate amount to start with. And once you know you're getting results, that's allowing you to create a return, you can obviously increase that. £20 a day is what is that? That is probably £600 a month. So that is significant, to be fair. And as a starter, absolutely, it will get you some data, and then you can build on it once you know you're getting a return. Or if not, you can stop, make some changes, and try something else. So yeah, that is perfectly fine, Nick. Perfectly fine. It says thank you. Yeah, no problem. Danny, great info. That's great, Hazel. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, awesome. Glad that's been great. Days asked, can you do this for eBay? Great question. I am not 100% sure, to be honest, if you can run ads to an eBay account or page. I'm not sure if Facebook disallows that. What I do know is eBay has its own advertising where you can give them money to advertise. But I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, Dave. Yeah, sorry, I can't help with that. Can you put link in chat? So if that's the impactful marketing link, unfortunately, I don't seem to have permission right now to send to post a comment in the group. But yeah, if you put in www.impactfulmarketing.co.uk/SS, that'll get you to there. Oh, thank you. I'm not sure if that's you, Claire, in the background there, or someone else at the school putting in the link there. That's great. Through pick up, there's lots more coming through, so I'm struggling to keep up, so apologies. Danny's asked, are there promote now Facebook notifications worth using? So what you're saying there, what you're talking about there, Danny, is called a boost post. That is where you put a post out on your page, and Facebook puts a little button that only you can see that says boost this page or promote it. So boost posts are easier to run than Facebook ads, but they're less effective. So there's benefits and negatives as well. So you could do, but they're not as effective, but they're very easy. You can do it a lot faster. So ultimately, it's down to you. It's a great place to start, but when you're spending large amounts of money, yeah, you definitely don't want to be doing that. Page is not loading. That's weird. Is anyone else struggling? If you can just comment that if you're struggling that the calendar page isn't loading. We tested it just before we went live, so apologies if there is an issue. Billy has asked, heard some Facebook accounts get blocked, so can create another account and keep their identity confidential. So the good news, the good news, Billy, is of all the ads we've ran for clients over the last 5 years, we've had next to no account bans. The bad news is that means we do not know the best way of dealing with them, but it can definitely happen. Facebook has automated systems that can sometimes incorrectly deactivate accounts and stop you from running ads if it believes you've broken rules. So even if you're completely innocent and you're following all the rules, which I'm sure you would, Billy, that could still happen. How to overcome that? I'm not 100% sure of the best strategies. The best way is to get onto support chat and speak to Facebook and be open and transparent. Say, I'm confident we've not broken any rules. Please, can somebody manually review the decision to deactivate the account? Nick has asked, would that qualify to book a slot or not? I'm not sure what you're asking. If it's yeah, if you're generating £100,000 at least a year, Nick, then yeah, definitely you can go ahead and book a call. I mentioned about free ad. Is that with paid ad? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sorry, Woody. I'm not sure what you mean by free ad. No ad is free. We call it ad because it's paid. You can do organic posting, so you can post on Facebook pages, in Facebook groups for free organically. So you write the post and you make that post, you post it. That is completely free, completely organic. I suppose you could argue it is an ad. You're just not putting any money behind it. But yeah, I hope that clarifies that. Thanks for confirming the link is working, Claire, if that is you in the background. So yeah, Nick, so you're spending £20 a day on ads. I mean, that is it's not a small amount of money, Nick. So I'm sure we could still help you if you were to book a call, to be fair, if there are any slots available. I put that there mainly because I want to ensure it's best for you in terms of booking it. I don't want to waste your time when our strategies are designed for large scale campaigns with hundreds, thousands of pounds a daily budget. Great question, Nick. So I'm not sure about the slides, but the recording will be on YouTube early next week, I believe, so you'll be able to access that. But I can also send you the slides if you just get in touch on the website, Nick. I'm quite happy to send you the slides as well. But yeah, I think I've caught up on all the questions, but I'll leave it another couple of minutes while I get a drink. And yeah, if there's any other final questions before we run out of time, then yeah, do post that. Great. I think that is probably it. Awesome. So yeah, thank you, all for. Yeah, thank you, Claire. Yeah, thanks for having me today and for watching today. And yeah, hope you all have an amazing weekend. And I'm glad it's been useful. Facebook ads can definitely be massive for you and your business if you do it right. And hopefully today's given you a bit more clarity on what to do and what not to do as well, because it is a minefield. So yeah, hope that's all been helpful.
Excellent. Thank you, Dan, so much for your time and all your expertise. So yeah, it was a pleasure to have you. So thank you. Have a lovely weekend yourself. And goodbye to everybody else on Saturday School. And we'll see you next week. So have a good weekend, everyone. Take care. Bye.